Emperor Elagabalus. Elagabalus became emperor at the age of 14 after his grandmother, Julia Maesa, incited a revolt against the previous men in power. The young ruler had no regard for Roman religious traditions or sexual taboos. He replaced the chief god, Jupiter, with a deity named Elagabalus, and forced prominent Romans to participate in religious rites over which he presided. He was married 5 times in 4 years. His second wife was a Vestal virgin whom he corrupted and abandoned. His most stable relationship was with his chariot driver, Hierocles, whom he referred to as his husband. He lavished favors on his male lovers and even married one of them in a public ceremony, where the emperor played the part of the bride. Elagabalus enjoyed painting his eyes, plucking his body hair, and wearing wigs, then prostituting himself in taverns and brothels. Eventually, this became inconvenient, so he set up a room in the imperial palace where he would solicit men for sex. He would stand nude at the door and in a sweet, melting voice entice passers-by who were, of course, specially instructed to play their part. He would then brag to the prostitutes of Rome about how many lovers he had and the high prices he commanded. Elagabalus preferred to be called a lady and wore women's clothes, wigs, and costumes. He offered vast sums to any physician who could perform a sexual reassignment surgery on him. After 4 years on the throne, popular support began to shift away from the emperor towards his cousin Alexander. At a public event, soldiers cheered for Alexander and ignored the emperor. Outraged, he ordered the execution of anyone who took part in this insubordination. In response, the soldiers attacked him. His mother clung tightly to him, and she too was murdered by the crowd. Following his death, his lover Hierocles was executed, and records of Elagabalus's rule were expunged. Statues